It's Pride Month. People are coming out. So this is me coming out publicly with a video to all of my fans or whoever sees this. And I hope that if you are closeted, that you do reach out to me so I can help you. I want to help others who are closeted, make them feel comfortable. So if you are closeted and need somebody, message me on Twitter, message me on Instagram, message me on Snapchat, whatever, message me. I will answer you because I want to help you. Now, my mom isn't here to say and step in and interrupt me and all of that, but I'm still going to mention some things that she has said to me and why she thinks that I'm not trans, because I have came out to her, and then she has told my entire fucking family about it. She's told my entire family that I think I'm a boy. Let's just get started with my story. My mom has always been very open to me picking out whatever clothes I wanted. She says that I always picked out dresses and skirts, and she would try to leave me over to something with blue in it because she said everything had to be pink and purple. And I was like, no, I want this. Pretty sure that ended at some point around 7 years old. I was 7 when my Aunt Jay got married. That was the first time I felt really, really uncomfortable in a dress. I can say one thing is that I hate it. I hated it. And I hate looking at pictures of me being a girl, because I know that's not me. It's not the me I want to be. It's not the me that I was made to be. I would have been fine putting out the flowers, doing this, putting out the flowers for my aunt to walk down the aisle. But I was not okay in the dress. I wanted to change out of it as soon as possible. I did not want to wear it. I wanted to wear a suit or whatever you want to call it, a tux, and put out the flowers. Next thing is, my mom will say this. She will say that you never played with trucks, you never cut off your hair, you never cut off Barbie doll hair and glued it to your face or taped it. First of all, toys go to any gender. Barbie dolls can be for little girls, little boys, or whatever that person identifies as. It does not say on the box that this Barbie doll is for girls only and not for boys. It does not say that on the box. She will say you never cut off your own hair. That is actually false. I have cut off my hair when I was younger. I had gotten a pair of scissors and I cut my hair. And I actually cut it last year. We'll get to that in a second. And as for trucks, my dad works as a volunteer fireman. So you can go to the firehouse in town and you get to see Santa. You get to get a present from him. I was 12. 12. And I believe at first I said I wanted a doll. But as the day got closer, I wanted it changed to a Hess truck. It was too late. I couldn't change it. I go with my dad to the firehouse and my name gets called. I'm looking at my present and I remember this because it was a big moment in my life where I realized maybe I'm different. But I'm looking at my gift. I'm saying that's not what I want. That's not a Hess truck. In my mind, I'm saying that. I get my gift. I go to a table, unwrap it. I got a Twilight Sparkle Equestria doll when they're humans. My dad comes over and asks me, did I like it? For the first time, I put it on a fake smile and said yes. I went home to my mom because she was in pain. She didn't go. And I said, look what I got, and held up the doll. I should have said I wasn't happy. I should have said that I wanted a Hess truck instead. I should have said that. But I guess 12-year-old me thought, it's just a thought, it's just a phase, it'll go away. That, maybe it's just because I really wanted a Hess truck because it was my final time, and this was a doll that could be found in stores. But I couldn't. I didn't say it. Didn't tell my mom, didn't tell my dad. I told my therapist. And now I'm telling you guys. Or whoever sees this. Now, as well as me being 12, prior to me getting that doll and everything, was my cousin R's wedding. And the girls were wearing maroon dresses. Prior to the wedding, I should have said, I don't want to wear this. I want to wear a tux. I should have said it, but I didn't. Because I didn't know if it was normal to do that. So I kept my mouth shut, and I wore the dress, and I hated every single second of it. I did not like it. I mean, me wearing it, I was not okay with. I liked it. I liked the dress in general. Like, for the others, the true girls who were there and had the dress. That was fine. But for me, it wasn't. It was not okay for me. Then, when I was 13, at first I got a girlfriend. Then she said that she wanted to be a boy, and I gladly accepted it. And, I didn't fully understand it, like the word or the community at first. I only knew slight bits of it because of my Aunt Jay from my dad's side, who is bisexual and in a polyamorous relationship. But I started searching up what is transgender, and as I'm reading, I'm thinking, maybe this is me, too. And just to try it out, I said it to my ex. He's my ex now, who was my girlfriend, and then all that. And we keep in touch sometimes. I say hey sometimes. And it's fine. During the end of the year of 8th grade, I had went to the bathroom closet. I found an ace bandage that couldn't be wrapped around multiple times, but still, it was something I did. And I ended up taking it off in the planetarium because it was uncomfortable, it was falling down, and I took it off. But it was a small thing that could only go around once, and that was the first attempt of me trying to bind. It didn't bind at all, and it only slightly hurt. 9th grade, which I just finished, pretty much the whole year, I was wearing 4 bras to try and bind my chest. That is where Amazon gift cards come in. And my friend that I've known since 3rd grade. I asked, because I remember she said, if you need something sent to my house, you can send it. So I asked, you said that if I ordered the binder, it could be sent to your house, right? She said yes. So I asked if I could do it. She said yes. And I have my Amazon binders now that bind well, but were first hard to breathe in. I thought it'll stretch, and they did. And they're finer now, but they're getting loose that you can see a bump, and I don't like that. So I might ask my mom to get me a proper binder for my birthday when it comes around, which is in 4 months, less than 4 months. And I want to show her that, you know, this it's not me just saying it, I mean it. Because she thinks that, you know, this is not me. That I'm not supposed to be a boy, that I'm supposed to be a girl. Not, she is more accepting, but to me, when she's doing it to me and saying no, shows that she's kind of not, and she wonders how I can't trust her with stuff. Maybe it's because you've hurt me. It's because she's hurt me multiple times. She hurts me every time she says my dead name and dead pronouns. And she doesn't even attempt to use my preferred name or preferred nicknames and my preferred pronouns. She doesn't try. And I understand it's a huge thing, but if it was my child that felt this way and told me about it, I would start asking, what do you want me to call you? What pronouns do you want me to use for you? How can I help you? What can I get for you? What kind of clothes do you want? And everything. And if they were unsure of a name, then, you know, I give them a few years to figure it out. And I would ask, have you found out a name? Have you found out a name from time to time? That's what I would do. And if they are 100% sure of a name before high school graduation, I would change it. I would change it for my child if that happened. Because I want them to be happy and to feel comfortable and to be able to live their life with who they are. I want them to be happy and not have the same experience as me. Yes, I will be taken back because I will have imagined my child growing up and having be that way. But in the back of my head, I will also think of the other possibility of them being the other way, or them having a different sexuality and growing up a different way. But they won't find out on their own, and I think that will be the difference. Because I never really knew about the community. My mom never really talked about it. My dad isn't accepting, so he wouldn't talk about it either. I really only knew because of my Aunt Jay from my dad's side, because she is bisexual and polyamorous. And I had to find out more things on my own. I found out transgender on my own. I found out non-binary on my own. I found out all these things on my own, and I'm still learning about the community on my own. No help to my mom. My mom hasn't pulled me aside and given me a talk about all the different things. And I think her herself is still learning many things about the community as well. Because now it's in her household. It's not from my dad's side. It's in her household now. And it's something that she needs to take time with. Now, back to me being broken every time. When she uses my dead name as pronouns, I do want to kill myself, because I've told her, and I've told her my preferred name, my preferred nicknames, and my preferred pronouns, and she hasn't tried to use them at all. When she goes to my therapist alone, they talk about me, and my mom said that she would try to call me DB, standing for Damburite, like a short term. That's what I heard from my therapist, not from my mom. My mom brought it up to my therapist that she would try it. She never brought it up to me, and she never tried it. I go to my therapist tells me this, and I'm like, she never mentioned that. And I don't know if it's my mom trying to say I'm not, and that, I'm not going to listen to you because I don't believe it, or something else. I want to talk to my mom more about all of it. Some things, however, when she talks to me, I get uncomfortable with it suddenly, because she'll start saying things, and she'll start having more questions, and I'll get uncomfortable and finally say it, and then go to my room and wait for another time, which is something I have to overcome. If I'm going to talk to her, I need to start the conversation with it. And I know that's going to be a hard thing, but I need to take these small steps with her and lead her to where she can help me. And that's really it. That's really my whole story. There's more things that I can't think of right now, and I might update this in a while, explain everything if you guys are curious, but that's my transgender story. Some of you may have noticed this other flag that I have on, the pansexual one. There's not really a story for it. There's not a whole story for it. But I was taught to love and accept everybody, and I have. I love and accept everybody for who they are. When I switched schools, there was this one girl, we're going to call her M. she was the first one to talk to me and ask me if I wanted to play with her. And I actually developed a crush on her, and I still have that crush, slightly. But I liked her, and then I liked boys too. And then as I learned over time with my phone that there's non-binary, agender, gender fluid, all these different genders, I'm like, what does it really matter? They're being who they are, and I love them too. So that's really how I found out me being pansexual. Is at first I liked the girl who first talked to me, and learning about other genders, I'm just like, they're just being who they are, and I'll love them as long as they love me back and are nice and loyal and honest and kind. I just focus on the personality of a person. I don't care if somebody is fat or skinny. I don't care if somebody is black, white, Hispanic, British. I don't care. And if they need help, I'll provide them help. And that's my pansexual story. Happy Pride Month, everybody. It's actually kind of funny I did this transgender story today. As it is the 14th of June, is the Transgender F to M Day. Kind of funny I did it today, because that's what I am. Transgender, female to male. And I'm pansexual. And I am proud to be the way I am. And if you hate me for being who I am, you can leave. There's something called the door, and I hope it hits you on the way out. And I hope that one day you wake up and change your mind about the community. Because it's a great community. That is everything. That's my story. So, as a goodbye, I'm going to say my hello. Hi, my name is Dan Wright. My nicknames are Danny and Dan. I'm 14. I go by the pronouns of he, him, his, or they, them, theirs. As long as you don't say girl ones. I will be gladly happy. So, that's the end. I hope you all have a happy Pride Month. I hope you all stay safe. And if you are closeted and need help, reach out to me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. All links will be in the description below. Because if you need help, if you feel helpless and you can't survive whatever situation you're in, take a second, breathe, and text me. Because I will happily text you back and help you out in whatever situation you're in. Especially if you're thinking of killing yourself or thinking of coming out. I'm going to answer you as soon as I wake up. And I will help you. My DMs are open. And that's it. Happy Pride Month. And thank you for listening. And to Mom, if you made it this far and you listened or you've watched it all the way through and everything, if you have any questions for me, please talk to me. Because I want to be able to talk to you and trust you again. That's it. Bye, everybody, and have a happy Pride Month.